To adapt Tolstoy, all families are special, but big families are, simply by virtue or demerit of their size, more special than standard issue families just because of this one thing. There are more of you. The infinite scope for conflict, friction, jollity, japes, scrapes, fights, and sheer visibility. On a clear day in the UK, it feels as if you can see and hear the blonde tribe of the Johnsons from space is multiplied exponentially by the number of its members. No surprise, then, that large, noisy public families have a grip on the public imagination. The Mitfords, 6 daughters, 1 forgotten son, crazy Favre who hunted his own children to hounds, submissive mother. The Kennedys, the royal family, the Waltons. As you can sense, I am already running out of famous clans quite quickly before I fasten on my own. It is a trope that every country regards itself as exceptional, while every child thinks his or her childhood, however peculiar, is normal, because that is all they know. That wasn't the case in our family. I think we all knew, right from the beginning. I definitely knew our family was different. From about the age of 3, I would lie in bed as I heard the grown-up shouts of laughter over those raffia-covered pregnant bottles of cheap Chianti and breathed in their cigarette smoke thinking, why am I part of this family and not another family? How did I end up here? My parents were in their very early 20s when they started reproducing. Looking back, I can't help measuring my life, and even my adult children's lives, against my parents' own early milestones, even though I realize my mother and father were basically babies when they had babies, and that fact alone explains a lot about how things turned out. My mother had 3 children by the time she was your age, I said to my oldest son the other day and watched him wince. When I got pregnant with you, the NHS considered me an elderly prima gravida and I was only 26. I'm not sure what the point of these comparisons is, but I was always aware that my parents were virtual prodigies because they married straight out of Oxford, had 4 kids, then divorced 17 years later. It was always just assumed that said kids would all go to Oxford and at least one of us, maybe more, my father went on to marry again and have 2 more children, so I am one of 6, and there is no limit to his ambition for his offspring, would become, at the very least, the most important person in the country. Years ago, people would start asking, "Did your brother always want to be Prime Minister?" I would answer, "No. He's far more ambitious than that." That was always the plan.